Hi everybody and welcome back. So I'm doing a little bit of neuro art today. That's what I felt like doing, and I thought I would create some different backgrounds by doing some splatters and different kinds of little round marks, if you like. So I've started off with what I'm doing here is just using just pure water on a brush and creating like a bubble. And then I'm going to gently add different colours to each of these bubbles. This takes a while because you just want to just touch the bubble with the colour so that it just, you'll see that it will mix all inside, and it's ever so nice when you're doing it. And it swirls around inside it when you touch it with the paint. And then afterwards, after I'd done a few more splatters around that, what I did then was I just got a corner of tissue and just like bursted the bubble, so it just like left that on the page. So here I am, look, just putting these bubbles on, and then gently now, look, just adding in different colours and blues there, look, and red. And then once I'd done all those, and I'd dabbed them with my little bit of tissue, I think it was a baby wipe actually. It was quite nice because it was still wet and juicy, and it just made it really nice. It was a nice in itself, as well as the neuro art that I did. I found this part very relaxing as well. It was quite nice. And then some that had burst was a bit faint, so I just went back in while it was all wet and juicy, as I say, and just made the colours a little bit stronger. I think a tip there is, rather than using a baby wipe, because baby wipe is really good for taking colour out, but a tissue would have just taken the water out, I think, a little bit easier, rather than the pigment of the paint. So so that's what I'm doing here, and I thought I'd explain because it's not easy to follow, is it, when people are doing things. So here now I'm doing some different fine splatters just by prickling back the brush. It's only a little tiny fine brush that I'm using here. I've speeded it up a bit and added some little different bits of colours and different kinds of splatters, and I've dried it with the hairdryer and made it like spider everywhere, and made sure that I've done different kinds of marks of different sizes, so it gives it a nice look. You can tell that it's all different. Then I've drawn 5 circles. Odd number is always best, I think, for neuro art. Either 3 or 5. I've used circles again just because it's my favourite shape, and then I've just added literally this red watercolour, and it was lovely. Once it was dried it again, I did some neuro lines, and then I did the connections, which meant that I was rounding off any sharp areas. So anywhere where it was pointed or crossed, I just rounded it off, and it made it really, really pretty, especially with the background matching the baubles in the middle, and it made them look really quite 3D. So I've done this in my sketchbook, but in a minute I'll show you, by putting a small square over the top, it just shows you how you can have different compositions. You've seen me do this many times, but it's a really good tip to do this. So like moving it around, look, straight away as soon as you put a frame around it, this is just a mount mat, it just changes it completely. So if you wanted to sell these to people, you could do, but you'd have to cut out the area, obviously. But if you did them on large sheets of paper, you would be able to cut those down and mount them behind mount mats and put them up for sale. People seem to like neuro art, especially when they've got these different backgrounds with them as well, because it's still abstract art as well. When you're doing the connections, just make sure that you try and do that all in one go, because that's where it gives you the relaxation with the neuro art. So here are some compositions now, a little bit closer up, and you can see how all those different splatters are all different. There are none that are the same, and the neuro lines are all different. None of those are the same either, which is very, very important in neuro art. and the connections are there, and I've left some highlights as well to give it points of interest. So yeah, here's another composition. That one's quite a nice one. You can get such a lot of different compositions in just a small, short, area, just in the sketchbook. So yeah, that one's really nice. Yeah, and that was the whole picture there. And then you can see how I've done it now. It's just in the sketchbook. And so that's another one done for you. To have a go. Have a go. Enjoy yourself. And if it was on big piece of paper, then you can see how it would be put up and framed, and you can put it up on a wall. And this is just done with an app called FrameX app. So anyway, I hope you like the video, and just watch for the picture coming back down. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Have a go. Simple neuro art. It doesn't have to be difficult. Make it simple and just relax. Bye.